Doing well. For those in the UK, I hope you've tried to stay dry because it's been a little bit wet here. And it was odd because this weekend, I was out taking photos both days, and Saturday was nice and sunny. It started to get a little bit grey, but still had some patches of sun, so it was quite nice. In fact, we had a bit of a storm. Thinking about it, I mean, it didn't rain that hard, and I didn't see any flashes. But while I was out taking pictures, bearing in mind I have headphones on, I'm listening to music, and I could hear the thunder over the music itself. So it must have been pretty bad. But then Sunday, it's just grey, been raining really, really hard. I mean, we've had quite a bit of flooding over here, and the last, well, Thursday night into this morning, it was just absolutely throwing it down. So we've had quite a few weeks, well, probably a couple of months worth of rain in just a few days. But I have heard on the grapevine it's going to be rather clear skies this weekend, so I'll be out with my headphones on and my little camera taking pictures, so I'm quite looking forward to that. I'm just keeping an eye on my notifications to see if I've gone live. I have, so let's just join that one. Here we are. We are looking at a game that I've been playing for, oh, this few days, really. I mean, I did the manhunt for the Division 2, and then just thought, give this game a bit of a try. And as I am rather enjoying it, I thought I'd share it with you lovely people, because I'm sure someone out there would be a little bit curious about what this game is actually about. And there's no real way to sum it up. It's a game where you do have to get a lot of resources to maintain your vehicle, and if I can find out what direction I'm meant to be going in, I think it's this way, I will show you my car. You can just about see it through the trees here. Here she is. There's a lot of power there. You've got to respect this car. You can see it's an absolute beast. But I am growing to love it, which is really a part of the story. So you've got all of the different parts on it, and you can build panels as well, which you will need to from time to time. As you can see, I am missing a front bumper, but this thing is keeping you alive. So you need to make sure, I mean, I've got a cracked window there, but you've got to make sure it's pretty much intact. The wheels can go and everything. But I'm sort of getting used to taking pictures with it. There's still a whole lot for me to learn. And that's the same as any game, really, when you're into virtual photography. It takes a little while to sort of dial into what sort of pictures you can get. I mean, that little light source on that building might prove quite nice. So I'm just going to back up and give you a little taste of photo mode. And for those of you who watch me fairly regularly, you know I like to take a warm-up shot, and this, I think, will be it. So you start off in car, so you've got quite a few options you can do, but it's got a fairly decent amount of space that you can travel in. I mean, it's certainly not up there with the likes of A Plague Tale or Gran Turismo 7, but it is still very good. So we've got a nice little scene there. I think I am... Ooh. Because I want that to be quite central to the shot. Let's just get rid of the hub a second and consider this. I don't think the edges add anything to this. So what I'm going to do is just rotate it. And I'm just going to do it 90 degrees. You can do Dutch angles and stuff like that because you can rotate it. But that's what I'm thinking of. Just a little closer crop on it. I rather like the sky. I like that little break in the clouds that's almost on the third. In fact, I'll put it on the upper third. What I was contemplating was having this on the bottom third when I had it in landscape, but no, I want this part here to be the absolute center of it. So on here you've got your exposure, because you may notice it's quite a dark game. So I'll have it about there, and then, because normally I just take the pictures like that and then adjust it in post, but for this one I want, and also for the ease of viewing, I'm just going to up it a little bit, so just one stop, and then I can deepen the shadows a little bit in post. So you've got your field of view, so you press right to go out, left to go in, and that's the same with, at least to my mind, it's sort of like the wrong way around, and it's the same with the up and down. So that goes down, that goes up. I don't know why my mind works that way. It could be because I'm right-handed. I don't know. I'm not a psychologist. But those are the controls. Up and down and everything's absolutely the same. You do, when you do the 90-degree tilt, you do have to sort of adjust in your mind. So up is still up on the controller, down is still down. So you can't just go left and right to go up and down. Field of view, let's put the aperture on. We'll have it quite low though. So it's 1.5, I'm going to keep it at 1.2 and bring it fairly close. To about there. Now, it's not massively close, but I want the building to remain in focus. I want the tree behind it to remain in focus, but I'm quite happy for those trees in the background too. I might just dial that back a bit, because the water on the ground with the light reflecting off it and the trees in the background, I think rather adds to it. So somewhere about there. Other things that you've got in here are your filters. I don't have any, so we're going to go back to none, but you've got quite a nice sepia actually, and you've got your cool. I don't even know what that is, but I rather like it.
Hello, sir. I see you didn't take a break.
No, man. How are we doing, Ainley? Keeping well. But no, I actually feel fine. I was absolutely shattered last time. Gonna take that picture. But no, I actually feeling pretty perky. I think what it was because last Friday I
Pacific
was.
Drive is a great game, except for the no save file thing.
You can save. Can you not? It's got a save option. Hang on. Let's go back, take some pictures, and then I'll have a look. Because I'm pretty sure I can save. But you know me, give me a photo mode and I'm pretty much going to love it. So I wanted that. Really liked that.
Been
And
fine. First week of the new university finished.
oh my days, how did it go?
At least it didn't have a save button when I played it.
It's quite, I mean, this is console version, so it may be, that's why. I'm just experimenting now. This has got a fair bit going on. I want it quite dark and gothic, but I'm rather liking this. Temperature, right for warm, left for cold. So that's kind of cool. Vignette, don't want it. Dirty lens. Ha! That's kind of cool if you if it's not your actual physical camera. Saturation.
You could save it, but not when you're on in a level.
Ah, yeah, that's probably what it is. I'll have a look. Just take this one. I know it's three of the same picture, well, same composition, but let's have a look. So, you've got abandon, save, and quit. Pursuit drives when you enter a level. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so you can't just save it. You have to, well, it will save at where you got up to. Right, where on earth am I? And this lack of map makes things a little bit interesting as well. So I want to go right. Now this is something I've not done before, but I know you should. Is just go off-road.
The first week was alright. My
Oh, cool.
roommate is a good guy. The other one was sick, so he didn't come. So
Ah.
I don't know who he is yet.
But at least one of them sounds. That's cool. I'll keep my fingers crossed for the other guy. Hopefully he'll be a decent bloke as well. But I'm glad it went well though. That's cool. So is it just orienteering and then eventually you'll get to do classes, or you had some classes already? Ooh. Shiny. Oh, no, bad shiny. And I need to build something before we can do that. And I will need... Oh, that's cool, it can do that. That. And...
I had some classes. They were mostly easy. But the university teacher don't explain it like high school teachers.
Ah, so they assume that you know what they're on about. That can make things very, very difficult. Right, let's explore down here. I went to there, but did I actually go into this one? But do you think you'll enjoy it, though?
So when they were explaining something I knew from high school, but I didn't know it was it 'cause they were using completely different symbols.
Oh. Oh no, that's interesting. That will make things a little bit difficult for you. I mean, as I've always said, you're a smart lad, so I know you'll work it out. Well, that's kind of cool. So yeah, you'll catch up quickly. Oh, looks like that's creeping up. I still haven't really worked all this out. What were you telling me I could scan? But yeah, this seems to just sort of creep up on you. There we are. Hot dust. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is like to watch because it's a very dark game. In fact, it's very difficult with a light on, but that's the only way to light myself because I haven't got a
I think Eyelines enjoy it. I assigned myself a second grade class, and I can still delete it. But I don't know if I wanna do it or not.
Well, hopefully you'll enjoy it and be able to do that. I mean, obviously you don't want to over pressure yourself, but sounds like it'll be cool. And the lecturers seem fine, like they know what they're doing.
It's C class, which I am pretty confident in.
Oh,
but it's
cool.
still university level programming, so I'm a little scared.
That's fair enough, man. I mean, I really struggled with C+ in college, so I can't imagine what it's like at university. No, where on earth is my car? It's this way. Cool.
Most of them do. One was more confused than us students.
Oh, really? I mean, I've always found it a very difficult language. I just couldn't do it. Whereas Python, I'm taking my time. I'm not going to say I'll ever master it, but I'm finding it easier to learn than... Let's just turn this volume down, because that's really loud. I'm still struggling to learn it. Right. That should be a bit better. But then languages have never been my strong point. I mean, I've been learning German for probably about 6 or 7 years, and I can read it. I can pretty much understand it when I listen, but can I remember the words? And it's very much the same with computer languages. Some of it I think is confidence and not wanting to look like a fool, but oops. Some of it is just not practicing. You know, I do my lessons every day, but without being able to speak to someone, I think it makes it fairly difficult. Right. I'm sort of going in the right direction.
I'm confident in C 'cause I made the game in it. But
Yes.
there were a lot of helpful library, so I don't know if it translates to normal C.
Yeah, that's the thing. Are they going to stop you from using libraries, or are they going to teach you the best ones to use? So that'll be something to find out. Because I haven't quite gotten into that stage of things, but one of the challenges I have...
I have a Python and C class, but I think he'll remove the C.
I mean, see how it goes, because I know it's still a language that is used. So it is worthwhile. But if it's like causing too much stress and putting too much pressure on you, then yeah, just drop it. I mean, with its adaptability for data science and AI, I'd say that Python is a strong choice to go with. Ooh, what's this? I mean, I'm going towards this orb, but I will have a look at that building as well.
I have until 30th to remove it, so I won't know more than I do now 'cause there won't be next class till.
Oh no, yeah, that's only Monday. Sick, that's also the day I get my new internet. Excuse me. Right, this looks very interesting. Do I have flares? Let's do a flare. I'm fed up of being dark. Okay, because I'm going to have to drop this thing. So let's just go around and see if there's anything I can pick up. There isn't.
Python is mandatory, but the C is from year above mine, so I'll be able to do it next year, so it's nothing urgent.
Oh, in that case, man. Yeah. I think there's no harm in dropping it. I mean, see how you feel. Give it some thought. If you think that you can do it, then yeah, do it. But otherwise, just drop it and pick it up next year. Because I don't think it will give you any advantage, or tempted to cheat. Give me a second. But you're all settled in, you're all moved into the place and got all your stuff set up?
I would definitely assign it, but it would be the only class on Friday. If I didn't have it, I could be home Thursday.
Oh, now that's a temptation, isn't it?
Yay, everything went cool.
Oh, cool. I hate moving, so no, it's always good to hear when you have where everything went well. So what are you going to do this weekend? Just chill out, see some friends? Let's have a little stop and have a look.
And if I don't pass it, nothing happens. Just don't get the credits, and I can still try it next year.
Yeah, that's it. No harm, no foul sort of thing.
But if I don't pass it, then they will throw me out.
Really? Damn. It's a bit brutal. That's quite a high risk. I mean, no risk, no reward, but that seems a little bit harsh to me. Oh, I've gone the wrong way. Doesn't help that there isn't actually a road to see here. Yeah, as I say, I never did university. I didn't really get on with education.
If I don't pass it this year, it's okay. But if I don't pass it, next year they throw me out.
Oh, I see. That actually makes it a harder decision. Because, you know, get an advantage, bit of a trial run, so to speak, on this year. And next year do it in earnest. Actually, while I'm here, let's transfer all that stuff across, including these paints. And I need a scrapper. Yeah, I'm not stupid, I'm just not academic, that's all. But it sounds
There
like
are
you...
3 types of classes: A-mandatory, B-have to choose some, and C-completely on you if you want them.
Oh, okay. And were there any C categories that you thought, oh, that'd be good? Just learning for learning's sake, so to speak. Oh. I'm not quite sure what these guys are. So let's have a
But
little
if I
look.
assign a B class this year, don't do it and choose it next year. The B class changes to A.
Oh, okay. Oh. Okay.
And if you don't pass A class, they throw you out.
Damn. I suppose it's not wasting either of your times, or not wasting your money. That's why they do it, but it does sound pretty harsh. Oh. Alright. You can go on my car. Yeah. I've been destroying them things. I didn't realise they're actually useful.
Well, if you don't pass mandatory class, they just kick you out. It
Wow.
makes sense.
It does. Yeah, it's just cold hard logic, really. Cannot argue with it.
I'm just not really good at explaining.
Ah, no, I'm sure you are. It's just really difficult when you have to type in a conversation and keep up with the conversation as well. It's easy for me, I'm just talking. But, yeah, I really struggle when I'm in chat instead of the person doing the presenting. I'm not sure if this works, but I'm keeping an eye on it. Yeah, it does. I don't know how to fix the window. See, I was on the other platform watching Scruff King again, and he's absolutely brilliant.
Universities are complicated.
They are, but they're meant to be, in that they are the upper echelon of education. You know, it's something that can prepare you for...
Is there even a difference between universities and colleges?
Yeah, the quality of education to a greater extent. The quality of the lecturers as well. At least that's my understanding. I've lost my little thing. My little happy dude. Oh no. I mean, as I say, I never went there, but I imagine, like, the people who did really well become lecturers in university, and the ones that just did well become college. But I don't know. I was never in that world. But it's complicated because it assumes you have the intelligence to comprehend it. That's how I imagine it to be.
I don't think we have colleagues in Czech Republic, so I'm not sure what it really is.
So in the UK, we have like play school for when you're 4 or 5, and that's basically just learning how to socially interact with people. Then you go to infants, which is pretty much the same, learning arts, arts and crafts, doing like your ABCs, your basic maths, that sort of thing. Then you have secondary school, which is like introducing things like geography, history, bit of music, and like
Don't
actually
know how to spell college.
Oh, COLL. Oh, I don't know if there's a D in there. Give me a second. Sorry. Why did that make me chuckle? COLLEGE. So once you've finished in secondary school, you go to high school, and that's where you're doing your sciences and working towards like your actual qualification to show, you know, your basic qualification, which is the GCSEs in this country, whereas in my parents' time it was O levels. Then you can go to sixth form, which is like an intermediary, so it's just 1 year, and you can do whatever subject you're interested in. I personally did IT, but you can also do your A levels, which are a higher like standard than the standard of education than what most people get. But then you can go from sixth form into college, and in college is more of a vocational education. So again, I went into IT. So I studied information technology and I never did computer science. But yeah, I learnt about programming. I learnt about, um, gosh, it's that long ago. I don't remember. But like quantitative mathematics. I learnt um, a little bit about hardware, but the actual how computers work, not how to put them together, because quite frankly, PCs, you can only put things in the slots they're meant to go. But learning about those, learning about the infrastructure of a computer, learning about the history of it, and then you can go to university, which is where you're going for like degrees, bachelors, um, that sort of thing. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much our education system. Whereas with yourself, you stay in high school until you're about 18. And so I think you just don't go to college. You just have that similar level of education, but while you're still at school. So yeah, we just separated the last 2 or 3 years from school and put that into college. And then yeah, university is pretty much the same as it is everywhere else because we invented it. In all honesty, I'm not saying that to be bragging, but I'm doing it to explain that's why I think that's the way it is. It's a educated guess.
Well, we have elementary, then high school, where you learn something you want, like myself IT, then you have university, which is the highs.
So I think primary and secondary school, so infants and secondary, or is it higher we used to call it? I can't remember. The whole thing changed while I was in schools, and I was too young to care or understand. So I think that's your elementary. And then your high school is our college. Because yeah, you leave infants at I think about 7 years old. Then you're in proper school, secondary school, and then, as I say, you have to, when you get to, think about 12, then you go to high school. So it sounds pretty much on par, it's just we've got different names for different stages.
We have kindergarten from low age to 7, I think, then elementary from 7-15, then high school, called middle school here, from 15-19.
I think that's what it is. Yeah, so with us, the college bit is
then university, which's length depends on what you study.
Yes, that's very much the
and
same here.
There is.
Yeah, I mean, I know people who have been in university for 10, 15 years. They just kept learning different subjects. And they weren't even architects. Have I just come round full circle? I think I have. This is a very difficult region to get to grips with. So I've been there. I need to go here. Did that set? I don't think that's set. Oh, I didn't... I don't think I meant to do that. Oops. Kind of cool. But I'm looking for... I think? Some sort of beam of light? Yes.
You can get 3 types of educations in Czech. The mandatory elementary education, in middle school you get maturita, and in university you get. My word, you can start your own car boot sale with the junk you got in the back of your car, grinning face with smiling eyes.
I have always been a hoarder. Always. When it comes to computer games. Especially so early in a computer game. I don't actually know what I need, so I just get loads of stuff.
Richard Walters.
Hey, my dude. How we doing, Richard? I didn't realise that was you, bro. Like, honestly, there is loads of stuff in here.
How are you?
Doing well, dude. You? I am not half as tired as I was last week. Because most of my projects are now fully across the line, so it wasn't so cerebral today.
Oh yes, it was. I thumbs up.
Yeah. Well, thank you again for last week, man. Did appreciate it. I was proper waning at the end of that stream. But yeah, I've been doing alright. It's been quite a good week. I mean, weather-wise, not so great, but I work indoors, so it wasn't too bad. And we're set to have some sunshine this weekend. I almost forgotten what it looks like.
Hey, ain't lie, I'm not bad, thanks.
Yeah, we're just talking about the different education systems, and to be quite
Just
honest...
so you know, it was Ainlai who asked how are you, grinning face.
Oh, okay. Sorry, dude. I still haven't quite mastered this multitasking business. Sorry, Ainley. Yeah, getting that picture as well. Going for a landscape. Drop right down.
It's okay, just so you are not confused on the messages.
Ah, fair. Appreciate it. You're my guy. Because it can be a little bit difficult. Because I'm reading on a different device. And it's mainly because I didn't want it coming through on chat anymore. And that was really something I could probably reverse thinking about it, because I only stopped it coming up because
I don't mind at all, it's kinda funny.
yeah.
There's hope for you yet.
You're a good lad. But yeah, thinking about it, I probably could put the text back on, because I don't edit these videos anymore. Because I was able to mask it out, and I thought that's a bit of effort.
I'm not bad, Mr. G, thanks for asking. The weather was a swine.
Yeah, man. Absolutely through it. It was like this. Just tremendous. I mean, we had those storms on the weekend, and, you know, I mean, apart from hearing it over my headphones, I didn't really notice them as much as...
ETW, Jujutsu Kaisen manga just finished. The ending was the worst thing that could have happened.
No. Because I've literally watched everything that's on Netflix. And I did contemplate that website and app that you gave me instructions for, but I think it is illegal in this country, so I thought I'd leave that one be. But it's always gutting when something like that happens, because you... Sorry, I need to turn this music down. Because it was really good as a show. The first, I think, if it's 26 episodes, I must have seen the first
It was
two
raining
series.
like it was going out of fashion, face with rolling eyes.
Yeah, man. It most certainly was, dude. But yeah, you invest that much time into it, and the ending sucks. That's just upsetting. But I'm currently watching a series called Deutschland 83. It's a...
The whole story was excellent, but the last 30 chapters are just bad.
It's just heartbreaking, isn't it? 'Cause they do so well, and then they just absolutely ruin it on the finale.
The ending is too rushed, not satisfying at all.
Shudder. Hopefully, they'll do something to rectify that. I'm not saying they will, but hopefully they will.
Went from 10th of October to 6th of October just 'cause of the ending.
Wow. That's that bad. My days. I mean, I've been watching The Boys around my friends, and that's getting a bit uncomfortable. But at least it's still, you know, fresh and not...
One about life in East Germany.
That's the one, yeah. But it's kind of like a spy series. It's... I've only watched 2 episodes, so I can't fully give you a heads up on it, but there's a little bit of a Bond vibe to it in the humour side of things. You know how Bond's always had that little edge to it, that little hint of sarcasm or humour. That's what this is like.
The author is gonna start a new manga. Hopefully it's a sequel to JJK, otherwise it was the most disappointing manga ending I've ever read.
Yeah. I really do hope that that's the case. That it was just setting up for like another series, or as I say, a continuation. But through different characters. I mean, that's the thing, when there's always a risk when a series runs for a long time that it just gets ridiculous. The Americans did a series called Lost, and that was very much like that. It got to the 3rd series, and they were obviously making series for the opportunity to make money, because they just ran out of ideas. I don't even know what this thing does, but I know I need it. So where can I put this? Here, okay. It's a thing. I don't know what said thing is, but it's a thing. It looks like it just mashes things up. Alright, let's have a nosy.
Oh yeah, that really got ridiculous towards the end.
So it's just upsetting when that sort of stuff happens. Matter destructive. Well, fingers crossed they'll redeem themselves. I mean, what are you going to do next? What are you thinking of?
It was just a fight that lasted literally more than a year to come out in real life, then last few chapter and end. No backstory, no explainer.
Oh!
Just million questions and no answers.
That does sound like they're setting up for either a new series or a new story. I could be wrong, but that doesn't sound like something where they're just going to let it lie or leave it there. Okay, now this one, mainly I just like the light, but I'm going to separate it into its thirds.
Started reading Naruto.
Oh! See, that one I missed. Naruto and what was the other one that I
So
missed?
you'll hopefully stick to that.
Yeah. I did see one series of the first series of One Punch Man. But that seemed to have disappeared off Netflix, so I didn't see it again. That I quite enjoyed. But if you can get hold of it, I'd still recommend Fist of the North Star. And film-wise, I would recommend Metropolis 2001. It is just a beautiful story. But it's a film, it's not a series. Oh, fudge. Hang on. Could probably do with...
The North Star.
Yes. I think I told you, I showed you the book, the first book, the one because I borrowed it off my brother. I can't do repair putty. That's annoying. What do I need? That door's fine. That's fine. Fine. Not so fine. Really not fine. So I need a bumper. Can I do a light, actually? Yes.
If you're in a bind, pay a visit to the friendly dumpster out
I keep forgetting about the friendly
I always seem to find
dumpster.
just what I need in there.
But yeah, it's like post-apocalyptic. Very much a might is right sort of
Fist of the North
story.
Star was outstanding.
Truly. Yeah, so you know.
Found it. Put it in my library so I'll read it when I finish Naruto.
Oh, get on. That's cool. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I've seen the film, I've seen the series. Both were very entertaining. In fact, the best Street Fighter 2 movie was actually the animated one. Just checking my car. That could probably do
I
with
really
it.
want to read Berserk, but don't have time for it. It's so long.
I thought Naruto was really long. Or am I thinking of that that pirate one?
The end was quite sad.
Oh, was it? Yeah. Oh, I see. Sorry, dude. That's you, Rich. Yes, the ending was sad of Fist of the North Star of Metropolis 2001, but nowhere near as heartbreaking as Grave of the Fireflies. That was devastating. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to build a bumper. There's no two ways about that. What am I thinking of? You got, what was that one with the sailor? I think that's the one that's really, really long. The pirate kit guy. My little girl. Look at her. With this much power, you've got to respect her.
One Piece.
One Piece, that's it, thank you. Yeah, I think that's the ridiculously long one, isn't it? Right. Oh, should really choose somewhere to go, thinking about it. Go back to Serum. I have selected that, cool. Whoa, do not want to lose the light. Where are we going? We don't need roads.
One Piece with 1,100 plus chapter and still coming out.
I know, right? Freaking insane. Absolutely crazy. I enjoyed Cowboy Bebop. I thought that was good. I still haven't seen the live action one. So that may be worth checking out. But yeah, I thought that was quite a cool series. It's aged a bit, but still entertaining.
What is the name of this game?
This is Pacific Drive. And I'm glad I got that right, because I always...
Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop, that's it. But yeah, I always wanted to call it Pacific Rim, which was a very entertaining film. But not what this is called. But yeah, it's... science experiment goes wrong. I sort of got pulled into this world. Okay, I'm going to have to do a...
Cowboy Bebop is great. Didn't finish it yet, but it's crazy good.
Yes, really is. And is till the end. But that's all I'm going to tell you. I'm going to take this picture. This is going to be a 2x3 landscape. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it all the way through. And to say, I can't remember if it's Netflix or Amazon, but one of them has a live action version of it, which might be entertaining. But once I've seen the series, I don't really see the point in watching the same story again. But we will see. Have that there. I'm going to need some of these. Not sure why I've got fabric there. Okay. Move that stuff to there. Move that round. So much juggling. That's a 2, isn't it? Yes. Myself a bit more room. Now let's loot this box. And you can go across to there and then back. Yeah, just like Requiem, Plague's Tale. Anything I can pick up, I will pick up. This reminds me of Sassy out of the Big Les show. Popcorn. Which is, I think it started on YouTube. And it was just a guy who animated in Paint, which is impressive enough, but actually turned out to be a really good story. And that's who this guy reminds me of. It's either that or a caricature of the dude out of the Big Lebowski. But either way, I'm going to increase the exposure. And get this dude. Actually. Straighten it up a little bit. Oh, hang on. I don't have OCD, honestly. Actually, I've never been tested. I haven't got a clue. I don't think I do. Right. Do not need a spoiler. I'm going to have to work out why it beeps every time I do that. Oops. Because obviously this is a perfectly well-oiled machine. My beast of a station wagon. Nope. I'll eventually go that way. But for now, just want to go here. So there's a road around here. Here we are. Yeah, Richard, apart from getting absolutely sodden, how was your week, mate? Here we are. Shiny. Let's just park up.
Getting wet.
Ah, mate. Yeah. I can well imagine. Right. Is there any way that what to destroy this thing? Minuteman. Ah! Minutemen. Why does Minuteman ring a bell? Ah, it's annoying. I can't even remember what that is. That wasn't Fallout 4, was it? Minutemen? Ooh. It's going to be one of those annoying things that will just come... No, I'm just dropping off to sleep and it will just pop into my head or something like that.
I dry out only to get wet again.
Ah, my days. That's not what you want.
Minutemen is Fallout 4.
I thought so, thank you. I could probably play that one of these streams before, because I still haven't decided whether I'm going to do Uncharted. I've even got... oh, God, what was it called? Hang on. Because I've got another game as well, that Just Cause 4 as well. So there's quite a few options to play, but then you were saying about playing... oh, no, no, not my beautiful car. I will learn to destroy you.
Now I know how a sponge feels grinning squinting face.
Yeah, I bet. Absolutely sodden. It just threw it down. And I know we should be used to this, being that we're in England, but no, that was some next level rain. Being a smoker, and I smoke outside, I was just sitting there thinking, when is this going to end? I mean, it doesn't help that I absolutely hate getting rain on my glasses. But yeah, just die down a bit and then go back just as hard. Is that a door? No, that's completely sealed off. Nope, no climb. Look in here. Alright, gonna claim that metal then. It'd be lovely if I could actually just take these panels off. Or some of the wheels off at least, and if I need to replace mine. That doesn't seem to be an option.
At least it will be sunny this weekend.
Ah, yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I was saying at the start of the stream that I'm looking forward to it, to be able to go out and just take some pictures. Because Saturday was alright, then Sunday was clearly an end of summer. It was just wet. So to see a little bit of sunshine, yeah, it may be the last we see for a few months, but I'm definitely up for it. No, I need gas canisters.
Yeah, do it, pimp my ride style.
Yeah. Right. I want to destroy this thing. I must learn how to destroy this thing. It was that way. My car is this way. So I need to go through the tunnel. But yeah, I finished... Ainley, sorry, I'd forgotten. I'd actually finished A Spy Family. I mean, I probably shouldn't have. I'm definitely not demographic. I would say that it's a children's show, but I actually quite enjoyed it. But then I like Hilda as well, which is... but then I'm quite a sucker for Scandinavian things. That animated one, and that's clearly for young girls, but it was still entertaining. It's funny. I never...
Finished it.
Yeah, actually, without realising it as well. It didn't feel like it was dragging or anything like that. I enjoyed it to the end. And I know there's more to it. It's not completely finished. But yeah, I appreciate its silliness.
Wow, was it really that good?
No. For me, yes. I'm a bit of a sucker for these wholesome, sweet things. With a bit of silliness in there and so on. But, yeah, I enjoyed it. But whether you would, I don't know. It never ramped up or anything like that. What you saw at the start is pretty much what you see at the end.
Childiness at the start, but then it became annoying.
Don't watch it. No. That did not improve.
Was there the tennis match yet in the anime?
Yeah, I saw the tennis match. That was kind of cool. Okay, that's not away, but I'm going to have a look in there. So I've got a feeling this tunnel... Yeah, it's not where I wanted to go. Sorry, car. But no, it's... If you saw up to the tennis match, or read up to the tennis match, there's not really that much more.
I think that's where I finished. That part was really boring.
Ah, right. In that case, there's really not much more to it. I mean, the... excuse me, I've got something in my eye.
Might because there is a lot of dialogue in manga.
That, yeah, it is very dialogue heavy in this show. I think that what I watched was only like the beginning of it, like the first series. So either they're in the process of making the next series, or there's definitely a lot more story to it. But from what I saw, I really enjoyed it. But it didn't get any more exciting or anything like that. But, you know, there's a lot of understories there. You've got the assistant that's absolutely obsessed with him. You've got the wife who, you know, you just feel like she's holding back. or being held back in the story. I think
Me
she's...
with my dyslexia didn't like that much dialogue with so few action.
Yeah, and I think it's very story based. It's very character based, I should say. So there will always be a lot of stories. Hang on. None of that, thank you. Although that might make a good picture. I'm actually using the roof as a leading line for that. I don't think that's actually an interesting picture. I need some of the feature of the car, maybe? Although I do rather like it like that. Let's have a look. Maybe a bit upwards. And then drop it down to about there. Have the top of the car on the bottom third to make it a foreground. I think that's kind of cool. I can't really tell when I do that. I don't know how these professional guys do it. These like proper virtual photographers.
But I do recommend reading the Jujutsu Kaisen manga till like the last fight.
I might actually do that because we've got a bookshop locally that has a pretty good collection of manga. Oi! Not my car, please. They don't respect the beast. So yeah, that may actually be worth checking out. I haven't got a clue where this thing is, but I'm giving up on it. It's time to get out of here. Oh no, that isn't a way. Ah, the anomalies are proper kicking in right now. I've obviously outstayed my welcome. Oh, there's a ramp. We're doing this. Alright, that's not as epic as I thought it would be. Can I get in that house? No, so I'm not going to stop and look for it. We need to get to the next area. But yeah, the anomaly is gone crazy. And it looks like there's not this isn't actually a way out. It looks like it's turned off. It is. Okay, Scandinavian flick time. But I would recommend Deutschland 83. I think there's 83, 86 and 89. So there's quite a few. Okay, we are going... Let me see now. We are going to go here. Where is the way out? Oh, the anomaly is moving. Take that. Okay.
I love the Dukes of Hazzard.
It's you and me both, man. I even enjoyed the film. Because they made it like a really long episode, and I think that was absolutely cracking. But yeah, that's going back some, but that was a great series. I think that's a little bit before your parents' time, mainly, in all honesty. I'd be surprised if they knew the Dukes of Hazzard. I don't know, they may do. I shouldn't assume these things. But they would have been around for the film. Right, I am completely at a loss of where to go. But the bad stuff's gone, so I'm going to take my time again. Gonna have a little look in here if this
I
isn't the...
always wanted a 69 Dodge Charger.
Oh
Right.
my
You
days.
were asking about my plans for the weekend.
I was,
Working
yeah.
at the weekend.
Oh no. I thought because you were back at uni, this would be like your first weekend off or something. Or something, sorry. Bit of a colloquialism then. Oh, no, 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 do not see. What is that? Definitely going to have a look at you.
Not really, exactly, because I'm at the uni. I need all the money I can get.
That's fair, man. Yeah. It'll all be worth it in the end, but it's just a lot of work now. As long as you get some time to enjoy yourself and have lie-ins and stuff like that. It is
So
important.
I don't have to survive on a breed for all meals.
Yeah. That's it. It's worth it. Genuinely is. I can handle most things, but being hungry is not one of them. Okay. I am going such the wrong way. So I know where I came in. So I need to again do a Scandinavian
I have a
food.
lot of time at the uni. I don't have much classes, and when I have free time, it actually free time.
Oh, decent. Oh, that's cool then.
Don't have to study much, so free time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember in college it's not a great deal, but I did have like an hour or so here or there. Sometimes a couple of hours in a day to just do whatever I wanted to do. So I'm glad you've got the same. So I don't want you to overwork yourself. So we've got a phrase over here, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Oh, that looks bad. No, don't zap my car. My little steed. So I'm following this road. Yeah, do need to go through there after all. I suck at this game, but I'm still enjoying it. This game would be brilliant as VR, thinking about it. Especially with having to put it into park, sticking the, turning the engine off and all that sort of stuff. They've done half of the work already. You know, having the map there instead of just being able to, I don't know, press start or whatever. Okay, we're in the right region maybe. Oh, this is just messing with me, man. Okay, so we're going left here. Oh, this... I like this game. Oh no! I pushed her too far and now she's hungry. I'm pretty sure I've still got some... Yes. Oops. That's really not what I intended to do. Oh. Right. Pick that up because I don't want to lose it. And then get the fuel can. And maybe have a little sip of my drink. I've been neglecting myself. Yeah, now it's nice and sunny. I'll see if I can get some good pictures as well. I wonder if I can get a picture of a handbrake turn. That could be very cool. No. We learnt last time. It's nowhere near as impressive as it looks on the TV. But yeah, you're saying about the Dodge Challenger. I don't know why. I really like the Chevy Nova. It's just something about it. I think it's a good looking car. So if I was going for a Yank, that would probably be it. But the Challenger is a good looking beast. I've always been of the school of thought that cars can kill you, so they should look like they can. This doesn't look like fun. They hurt my car. My little station wagon, as they would call it. But yeah, this fog is cool. I'm going to turn this corner, go down here, and then go as far back as I can. Even that's cool, actually. Getting the angles right. Love the old camera roll, so I do apologise. It just saves me doing it in post-production, and I know that sounds like a really selfish thing to do, but when you're doing it on a mobile phone, it is a bit difficult. So I'm just going to grab that and then have a look at what I was actually thinking of taking a picture of. I've seen this. Doing controls this way. Absolutely crazy. Should I do a top right? No. Having it just centre right feels pretty good. I don't know, I'm actually thinking, because I really like those trees.
Yeah, just like the Ford Phoenix XB GT Coupe.
Yeah, very much so. They share a lot of the same parts, but yeah, can't explain it. I think it was just a cheap throwaway car when it came out. I don't think it was considered to be anything special, but for me, it's just got that je ne sais quoi. I just like it. I quite like the old Oldsmobiles as well. Some of those were quite attractive. But for those sort of styling, I'd just go for the Volvos. They had similar styles, but actually fit our roads. Oh, and I'd love the P1800. That was just a thing of beauty. Right. I know I don't pressure people on here and stuff like this, and say about subscribing and stuff, but unfortunately it turns out I have exceptionally expensive tastes in cars. So yeah, I need you all to subscribe and comment and do all of the things that will eventually get YouTube to give me loads of money. That'd be great. Yeah, I've just listed 3 cars that will probably make me homeless if I bought them all together. I'm giving you people education. But no, all seriousness though, that is a beautiful car, the Saints car. But I don't really think, I mean, yes, I would probably want the Mark 1 Mustang. I've never been 100% sold on the AC Cobra. It'd be alright, but I can go without life with ever owning one. That was back the way I came. Do not go through tunnel, but I'm just trying to work out Got to go
Porsche
left.
911 GT3 RS beats all of yours dream cars.
Oh, but that's because you didn't consider the Porsche 959. Actually, I forgot about that. If I was going to go for Porsche, it'd be the 959. I think that's beautiful, but the GT3 is pretty special. You could go for the old Widowmaker, the GT2. That was a bit of a beast and had a really strong turbo on it, which is basically the ridiculous turbo version of the GT3. But good choice. Yeah, the 959. It's the styling as well for me. That always attracted me.
AC Cobra, that's okay if you want to drive around cold.
Yeah, exactly. And there are far better cars if you're going to make that sacrifice. Oh, this poor car's completely trashed. I mean, you got the Caterham, you got the Morgan, and that's a thing of beauty. Well, all of them are things of beauty. You got the Atom, because if you're going to kill yourself, do it at a speed where you won't notice. Okay, so I need to go left here and over the bridge. Oops. I wouldn't mind, I haven't even got to the destination yet. This is me trying to get there. I'm definitely going to need to pick up some parts. And some fuel, actually, that would be a thing. I can't remember what your American car was. I bought one on Gran Turismo 7 and did it up and took pictures. Dodge, I think that was a Dodge Challenger, the SRV, was it? I think it was. Either that or the SRV was the only one I could find. But yeah, I think yours was the Dodge Challenger. But the modern one. No, yours was...
I think so.
Yeah. That's going back. I think I was still on the other platform when I did that. Oh man. Gran Turismo in VR just makes it worth the money. But that car in VR, jeez. It's not as crazy as that Lancia Delta that Prince Harry talked me into building. Not the real Prince Harry, Richard, just so you know. That was just his tag. I forgot to get fuel. Ah! Okay, let's check this one. Haven't actually learnt where the fuel gauge is on this. Excuse me. It's a dreg, but I'll take it. Nope. Thank you. Oh, I could do it with
Jack XJS was the Saints car.
Yes. Yes, it was. I mean, I love the Jaguar XJS. I thought that was beautiful. I'm trying to think. It wasn't the XJ220. But I think the XF was built on the same platform as the XJS. But yeah, there's something special about that car. It was a complete like sidestep of their usual style, but it just nailed it. I thought that was beautiful. Any fuel in there, mate? Oh my days! Actually, yeah. Can't use this for that. But I'm going to reverse up a little bit. Could probably do with a new tyre. Actually, that's just because of the way it's setting, but I'm just making sure I've actually got 4 wheels. I do. We're fine. I can do all of the crafting and so on later on. Oops.
I had a ride in a XJS, and it was hard to get in and out of.
Oh, really? Actually, yeah, I'd imagine that being quite low down. And it was a 2-door, wasn't it? Or 3-door, as they call it nowadays. So that's one thing I know with my car, is because they've got such big doors of coupes, absolute nightmare to get in and out of. And quite often, if you're not paying attention, it will do your leg in for you. Oh, that's quite cool. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah. Sorry, we're experiencing technical difficulties. I think they call it a brain fart. What a plonker.
With a boot.
That's it, yeah.
Better get used to it.
But it's worth the sacrifice. It's an absolute beaut. Okay, well I completely messed that up, so we're going to have to use the dumpster. I'm pretty sure most of the stuff I picked up isn't there anymore. Grr. Right, so let's equip that. Might as well use this. That music is still way too loud. Sorry about this, people. Oh. Danke. That can go down to 30, I think. Nope, it just wants to be loud. Yes, I need many body parts, and that. And these. So, oh, we need another scrapper, do we? Right, so, door. Probably that one. Definitely need a bonnet. So let's take that one off. Drop that there. That one seems alright. That should be fully repaired now. That needs coming off. I deemed this one unsuitable as well. Right. Let's make this girl shine again. Oh. Okay, I took off 2 doors. I only have 1. Right, which is the greater of the 2? This one. The rest will do with putty, so that's absolutely fine. Wings, take that off. And this will all work out into scrap metal, so it's all good. Cool. Right, let's see what we got. First things first, need a boot, a bonnet, or a hood as the Americans call it. Actually, what do you call it in... Brain's gone blank. In Czech. Do you call them boots and bonnets, or do you call them hoods and trunks? Or do you call them something different?
And trunks, but I think it depends on who learns which English.
Ah, that makes fair. Yeah. Let's face it, Americans make a lot more films than we do, so I'd imagine most people would learn it as hoods and trunks. And I don't have any issue with that. I don't quite understand the whole gas thing. Gasoline.
Exactly.
God, that thing really did a number on my car.
If you want to, I can be there for you and pick up all of the pieces, drag them out.
Oh, there, that could probably be a thing. Hang on, let's have a look. No, engine's fine.
How do you say gas?
Petrol. So it's short for petroleum. Whereas the Americans call it gasoline. And I always thought gas was an odd thing to call a liquid. But no, it's short for gasoline. Right.
Well, petrol is a different fuel than gas.
Yeah, very much so. But that's what they call it. Okay. Spare tyre. That one's needs... Oh, can I... Ceiling
They have
kit.
gas and gasoline.
Ah, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah, I'm now thinking... maybe there's a little bit more cruder because they have a lot of oil over there. As far as I'm aware, their entire economy is based on it.
I mean, there are two types of gas, gasoline and petrol.
Oh, I see. So, yeah, they use gasoline, we use petrol. That makes sense. I genuinely didn't know that, so cheers, man. It's got everything but what I want. Well, we're going to have to make do with that because I stupidly exited out of it when I was trying to get to a photo mode. We all have our special moments.
Trying to figure out how to pay me a visit? Don't bother. By regular standards, I'm about 10 miles west of you. In zone terms, consider me on another planet. There's a valley of perpetual instability enclosing my corner of the zone, and yes, I chose to live here for that exact reason. Leave an old woman in peace.
My dear, I had no intention of visiting you. Oh, I don't need to. Still got full tank. We'll have that. Right. Little hand says it's time to rock and roll. Good start.
Right, never mind. All the time I thought it was petrol and gas was gasoline.
No, I don't know. I'll Google it later. I genuinely didn't know. I thought they were the same thing, just different names, but it does make sense. Because if we've got petroleum and they've got gasoline, then maybe they are different things. I know we certainly get a lot more power out of smaller engines over here, so logically, that would make sense. But a quick Google, I'm sure we'll find that one out. Oh, hang on. Really shouldn't keep saying that when I've got a Android device telling me, showing me chat. It just tried to do a search for me. Actually, hi Google. What's the difference between petrol and gasoline? Oh, they're the same thing, just different words. Well, thank you, Google. Well, we've all learnt something. So yeah, it is the same thing, different name. In that case, there's absolutely no reason why they use humongous engines and don't get that much power out of them.
You were right. Petrol and gas are the same. I didn't know it was not petrol.
Yeah, well, there we are. It's the joy of sharing knowledge. And I do like to continuously learn.
There is oil that's a little cheaper, and other one I gas and it's more expensive.
Yeah. Gas is more expensive, but I think it's a little bit harder to find and extract. But now we've got, like, biofuels.
You have 2 types of fuel on your gas stations, one black and one green, right?
That's correct, yeah. So we've got the black one, which is diesel, and it's much better than it was, but it was pretty much oil. Watered down oil. And then we had petrol. Ooh, hang on. How am I going to get around this? Oh no, don't worry, I've got a plan. I just need to learn the controls a bit better.
Yeah, diesel. That's what I thought what petrol was. Just mixed up those names.
Nah, that's all good, man. Yeah, I had a diesel car. They feel different. So in a petrol car, you get propelled. In a diesel car, it feels like you're staying still and it's just turning the earth. It's like the amount of torque in those things are insane. And once you've learnt like the power band and the characteristics of a car, you can get them to shift.
Have both petrol and diesel cars.
Yeah. See, my current car is a petrol, but my previous was a diesel.
I like the petrol better. It has better acceleration.
Much. Yeah. I experienced diesel. I'm glad I did it. But I much prefer petrol. Same as I had a front wheel drive cars for about 20 years. But I much prefer rear wheel drive.
We got unleaded and unleaded plus.
Yeah, that's what we've got. So the unleaded I get is about 99 octane, so it's not as strong as some that you can get in your country, or at least, well, in Europe, because I think you can go up to 101 or something like that, from my understanding. But yeah, the most we can get is 99. but that's good because that's all my car needs.
Yee, we got natural 95, natural 99, and natural plus or something like that.
Yes, we've only got 95. One brand is 98, but a different brand of petrol, which is Shell, is 99. We don't call them plus though. They've got their own brand name. So BP is premium, I think, and Shell is V-Power. And it's worth paying for the higher octane ones, the better fuel, because it keeps your engine clean. You could argue redlining your car every so often also keeps your engine clean, but only do that when you can afford it. It's something that I tend to do. So every time I fill up my car,
but it's much more expensive.
100%, yeah. But then sometimes you've got to balance it out against service costs, and you know, if you keep your engine clean, you're less likely to have to decoke your engine. Right, let's do these sound effects, because I turned the main volume down and everything just seems to want to be loud. Either that, or it just doesn't like the sound of my voice. I haven't quite worked this out yet. Okay. The menu in this game's a little bit clunky, but that's the only thing I can complain about. Right. You're going to die and you should switch to the new one. No, you're not going to die just yet. Okay. We'll have that. Oops. But yeah. I haven't driven a electric car. I've been in one, and they are quite
It's
fun.
Complicated with the maintenance.
Oh, it is. I mean, it used to be alright when you had like carburetors instead of fuel injection and all engine management and stuff like that. Cars were fairly straightforward, but not so much now. Is there any way to just pick that off the car? Or is that later in the game?
Thank God folded hands.
Mate, I got sick and tired of working on cars. I used to have to do it, but now I just take it to be serviced and MOT'd every year and just keep on top of it. But I do feel that even though I spend more, it is helping to maintain the engine. And I only go into work twice a week, so I'm not using that much fuel. So I fill up once every 2 or 3 weeks. Something like that. So it's not too bad me spending the extra money.
AADD Mystery Radio Productions presents.
Well, before you go into whatever that is, KDD, really liked that.
Good evening and welcome. I'm K.A. Holmes.
Wow, we fill up like each week.
Dang.
There's no story with a deeper fascination.
But as I say, I
compelling attraction.
drive it once every 2 weeks. I think...
Most ghost stories are like the ringing of a bell.
Should I admit this on a public place? I don't break the speed limit. I purposely don't break the speed limit, but I don't tend to slow down that much. So that's also possibly how I managed to
provide more variety
avoid filling up so much. But yeah, I drive maybe 4 times a week, and I don't drive that far. And yeah, I maintain momentum where road conditions and traffic permits. Because as I say, I don't break the speed limit, but I don't generally leave it. On a lot of corners, I will do, depending on the tightness of it, I'll do between 30 and 50 on a corner. That's miles per hour. I don't recommend you do that at home. I've got a car that can handle it. And, you know, I'm quite an experienced driver. I've been doing it for, gosh, 30 years.
Your car doesn't like going slow, grinning, squinting face.
Yeah, no, it does not. Like, I had to, well, I didn't have to, I wanted to, but I picked my friend up from Heathrow, and it wouldn't do 20 mile an hour in the 20 mile an hour zones. It really was a struggle. I had to drop a gear to go below the speed limit just to be able to stay within the limit. It just, yeah, it's like a little puppy. It just wants to go all the time. I had a grey import from Japan. It was a ZDOS 6, and that had a aluminium V6 engine, and that just wanted to go. You know, if it was wet and and you accelerated off the line, it would like bounce like that a little bit at the front, because that was front wheel drive. But yeah, that was a car that was destined to make me lose my license if it hadn't have died. But yeah, this one is very, very nippy. I've had it for almost 5 years and I still smile. Sign of a good car. You know, every so often you give a little pat for a fun drive, and as a bit of a thank you and so on. As you can tell by this cheesy grin, I feel like I have got a cheesy grin. I love my car, so I don't mind spending a bit extra. Just so you know what we're talking about, Ainley, so you can Google it. I've got a Toyota GT86. Where is it? There it is. Found it. Fine. Cool. I may not know how to get out of here, but I know I finally found what I was looking for all this time. Thanks.
Wow, that looks sick.
It is, man. It's only a 2 litre, but it's a 2 litre of pure joy. And the cool thing about it is it's got a flat spot in the middle of the power band. And that's my keep your license zone. Because once you get past about 4,500 RPM, it just goes whap. It's a beast.
Gel out. I have 1.2 HTPXD.
Oh yeah, but I started on that. No, you got to start somewhere. But yeah, I absolutely love it. Really do. My previous cars... No, actually I have had some fun ones. But my previous car was very... family car. You know, very pedestrian. As I said, I got the most out of it. But it wasn't anything exciting. And I thought... Well, I didn't think at all. I shouldn't have bought it. I couldn't have afforded it at the time, but I bought it anyway because I thought I'd do a cheeky on the dealer and just say, yeah, I'm interested in buying this car because I just really wanted to drive it. But as I got back into the dealership, I found myself saying, I'll take it. So yeah, I had to do some serious budgeting and cut back on a few things. But I've never looked back. I absolutely love the thing. And now I've got a job where I can afford it. So yeah, really do not regret it. Oh.
I have to keep it in second gear to do 20 miles per hour.
Yeah. I can do 70 in second. It is an absolute nutty little car. There's no other ways to describe it. It is craziness. But it's the right kind of craziness. Okay, I want to go that way. Yes, one of those cars where...
I make 0-100 eventually.
Wow. So we're not allowed to go that fast. So the most I can do in this car, and it's a crime because it is so powerful. Yeah, the most I can do is 100. Such a shame. But that's the laws. I don't agree with them. I think they're archaic. But yeah, those are the laws we've got. The most you can do in this country is 70. The slowest they'll have you do is 20 on a major road. In some car parks and estates, they'll make you go as slow as 15. Some of them 5, but no one pays attention to them.
100 kilometers. That's
Oh.
like 60 miles per hour.
Oh, fair enough. Damn, that's slow. But it's exactly what you need. You know, I mean, I don't use 1/10 of the power of it. In the wet, the car scares me, but it just puts a smile on my face. As I said, it was purely a choice of the heart. There was no brain involved in that decision making. It is quite practical. You wouldn't expect it for a sports car, but it actually is. It's got, if you put the boots, the back seat down, it's got plenty of boot space.
80 meters per hour is like the max of my beast.
Oh, alright. Yeah, and you have to watch out because they start shaking at that sort of speed, some cars. Do you know, I don't actually remember what the max on mine is. Don't think I ever looked. I am completely going around in circles here. There's no way out of this area, it seems.
My car shakes at 10 miles per hour XD.
Dude. But it gets you from A to B, and that's all you need. I mean, my first car was a 1.2. The bottom half of the outer skin of the passenger's door had eroded off. It was an absolute state, and it's set itself on fire as well. But it got me that road experience that I needed. It gave me that freedom. And as you get more experienced, as you progress in the working world, you can afford nicer things. So enjoy the experience and the freedom it gives you now.
Exactly. When enrich and have my Porsche 911 GT3 RS, I'll remember how awesome my 1.2 HTP was.
Yeah, that's it. It's all about relativity, my friend. You need to know slow before you can appreciate fast. Right. Is there any way out of here?
You on about the Datsun 120Y?
I am indeed. SUL1. No, SUL666R was the number plate. And the fact it set itself on fire is so apt.
Gateway's open.
Yes, but where is it? Oh! Oh. Okay, this isn't good. I didn't realise you set the location for it. I've just set it miles away. No, no! Sorry, girl. I love that car. That reminded me of a Mustang, if you saw it in a reflection of a window. It was the fastback as well. No mucking around in this unit, mate. Oh, wrong way. But then my second car, I truly loved, and I regret not getting it fixed. And that was a Triumph 2500S. Granted, a 21-year-old should never have a 2.5 litre car, but I loved it. I didn't even use half of its power, I just cruised in it. You had armchairs for seats, it was just a joy. But I spent more time fixing it than driving it, and in the end I was just got sick and tired of it. But yeah, if I ever get rich, I will buy one of those and do it up. Which will probably never happen, but I'd love it to. Both the rich and the car thing. So subscribe, people. Yeah. I don't know why I keep making that joke. That is absolutely not the reason why I do this channel.
Wasn't that because your mate removed the restrictor?
That was most likely why. No, it was an electrical fire. That's what caused it. It was most likely being next to the ocean for a long period of time. Metal, even copper,
Looks like you're
isn't
getting
really
the
a fan of salty air.
Once you get that unfortunate driving under control.
Oi, lady. Actually, no. I can't take offence to that. That was awful driving. Well, I didn't do too much photos, but I did have a good time. So thanks for keeping me company, guys. Really appreciate it. But I am going to end the stream. And this is as good a place as any. So let's find a English proverb and tell you it in German. And then translate it. So, ein Morgenregen hinter Treiber kein Reise. For a morning rain, leave not your journey. I have never heard that
Great
one before.
weekend and see you next Friday.
You will do, my friend. You
Yeah,
take
no
care.
problems.
Alright. Well, have a great weekend, everyone. And I will see you all in the next one. Oh, actually, yeah, because I used to say it on videos, but I'll say it here, because I did start to. And remember, we say goodbye so we can say hello again.